Today I'm sharing my tips on how to regret less and buy better. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm sharing with you guys some tips I use whenever I'm shopping in store or online that help me regret less and buy better whenever I shop. So if you're anything like me, you have been a victim of impulse buys. So I found when I keep these tips in mind, they help me pick out flaws in design and make better purchases by picking out better quality items. So we'll jump right in. For my first tip, I avoid thin fabrics that come off sheer but were not intended to be sheer. So the way I go about this, anytime I'm buying something that's white or a lighter color, what I'll go ahead and do is put my hand behind the fabric. I do this to see the thickness of the fabric and also to see the transparency. So if I put my hand behind the fabric and I can see all the lines on my hand, that lets me know it's a no-go. Unless the fabric is meant to be sheer, I'm just gonna leave it alone because I want to be able to just throw on my outfits. I don't want to have to worry about finding a camisole or an undershirt to wear. I just want to be able to throw on my outfit and head out the door. So I do this on blouses, shirts, pants, all of those. And especially if I can see the pocket threads through the fabric, I'm just like, this fabric is entirely too thin. It's not gonna hold up for what I need it to hold up for. And on top of that, adds the extra hassle of trying to find ways to make it work where you're not seeing my undergarments through what I'm wearing. So for me, that's one way that I check quality when I'm buying items. Tip number 2 is a 3 occasion minimum. This is where I ask myself, what is my wear? Where am I wearing these items? And to help me avoid the impulse to just buy and buy just because, I narrow it down to asking myself, do I have 3 places I can see myself wearing this outfit? And if I don't, then more than likely, I probably don't need it. Unless it's a standout piece that I can work in to my wardrobe with what I already have. If you don't know where you're gonna wear it, it's gonna sit in your closet, more than likely. So ask yourself, where are you gonna wear it? What's your wear? And for those of you new here, my name is Yudi. I go by Yudi on the Glow here and on my other social media platforms. I share with you guys how I style myself, my home, travels, and more. So go ahead and subscribe. And tell a friend to tell a friend. Now back to the video. So tip number 3 branches off from tip number 2, and it's about longevity. The next thing I like to ask myself, am I gonna wear it a year from now? Am I gonna wear it 2 years from now? And if it's a trending piece, what is so special about it that I need it? Again, is it a statement piece? Is it something I can pair with what I already have in my closet? These are the questions that are going through my mind. And if it is a trend, another thing I like to do in this category is tone down the trend. For instance, we know the cargo baggy jeans are in right now. And I do talk about this trend in my fashion radar, which I'll make sure I link. But what I mean by tone down the trend is getting a version of the trend that you can wear once the hype is gone. So for instance, back to the cargo pants. Instead of me getting cargo pants that have 2011 pockets, I'll go for something that has 2 or 4 pockets, something a little bit more toned down, a little bit more, we can say more conservative, but something I know that once the super oversized trend is out, if I have something that I can still wear in my day-to-day and fits my personal style, it's not money lost. Not an item that I got for a season and can't wear again. It'll be more versatile for my closet in the long run. You see what I mean? So sometimes just tone it down to fit your style more. So tip number 4 is especially for online shopping, and it's about the detail. So when you're shopping online and you find the item that you want, if it comes in multiple different colors, I recommend you looking at every single color it comes in. Just because sometimes the lighting in which an item is shot or the way it's coming across in your screen, it can wash out the details. So I've seen items that maybe I'm looking at it in a darker color and it's black or navy, and when I click on the lighter colors like the bright yellows or the whites, I can see more detail. So if on the model, the material is thin enough to where I can see undergarments, I can see pocket outlines, that kind of gives me a better idea of the quality and thickness of that fabric. Same thing with the hand test. I'm looking at what fabrics are thick, what fabrics are opaque, because I do not want to deal with things showing through that shouldn't be showing through, if you know what I mean. So this stuff just helps me avoid items that can be see-through or just poor quality. Just look at those details because sometimes different colors are able to highlight the different flaws. And while you're at it, If they also have a video of someone wearing the garments and walking, make sure you look at that video, because seeing clothing in motion can really show you that much more. It can show you how the clothes are laying on the model, and if they're restricting how she's walking, if they're sagging off, and give you a better idea of the fit. So always look at the videos if videos are available too. Tip number 5 is do your research. Always look through the reviews if there are any, and don't overlook negative reviews. I've seen this so many times. An item can be gorgeous and have 1 star. And when I look at the 1-star review, it has nothing to do with the quality or fit of the item. It's someone complaining because shipping took too long. So people will complain about anything, but make sure you do your research and read through the reviews, see what people like, they don't like, and come to a conclusion for yourself. Another thing you can do is hop on here. There are so many try on haul videos out there that depending on where you're shopping, you can probably find someone who's bought the item before and see how it fits them, what works and doesn't work. As I said before, if there's a video on the website of the model showing the garment in motion, make sure you watch it to pick out any flaws. Now this next one, I'm just gonna call it Be For Real. If you're anything like me, you have bought stuff because you are attracted to the color, you're attracted to the texture, you're attracted to the pattern. And I've done this multiple times before, and I have to catch myself. Sometimes I have to pick stuff up and walk around with it in the store just to get it out my system. So again, ask yourself some of the previous tips. Where do you see yourself going in this outfit? Are you going to be wearing it a year from now? Does it go with anything you already have in your closet? Can you really see yourself in it? Or are you just attracted to the color, pattern, texture, whatever is going on? Because you don't want to end up with a bright, sparkly teal, whatever, and you have nothing to match it in your wardrobe. You don't know how to wear it. You have no plans on wearing it. You just liked it because it was a unique color that popped up. Yes, it happens. Yes, it happens. So be careful of that. All that glitters is not gold. Do not fall for that trap. Tip number 7 is to play the waiting game. This is mainly to get the most bang for your buck. So if you know the store you're buying from, you know the type of sales they have, you know the way they move, stick to it. So for instance, stores like Pretty Little Thing, I know they're capable of 50% off. I know they're capable of 60% off. So I refuse to buy anything without those discounts. So I will wait. Now, doing this, you have to be okay with possibly missing out on the item. So this goes back to knowing your seller. You know the stores that are quick to restock, bring items back, and you know the stores where if you don't get it then and there, you're never gonna see it again. So it kind of can be a risky play, but if you don't absolutely need the item then and there, just wait. Wait till you know that they're having their seasonal, mid-seasonal, holiday sales. Just wait it out. Because for me, if you're willing to drop your prices 50, 60%, I'm not willing to buy it full price. That's just me. And tip number 8. Listen, return what needs to be returned. So the people that know me, I am the queen of return and there is no shame in my game. So if you buy an item and you're having second doubts, I personally feel like it is better to return it, get your money back, than to have that item sit in your closet, never wear it, outgrow it, still have tags on it, and it's never been worn. I know this because I'm speaking from experience. I've had several items that I've bought, never got a chance to wear them, outgrew them, and they were just sitting in my closet collecting dust with the tags on them. So if there's any doubt in your mind, it's better for you to take action while you still have that window to return than keep it and never wear it and lose your money. And if you need to bounce the idea off other people or your friends, do what needs to be done. Ask them, do you think this is my style? Should I keep it? Should I leave it? Because you just don't want stuff piling up that you're not gonna wear, that's not gonna be useful. 2023, we are making better buys and building stronger wardrobes. So anything that we don't need does not need to be taking up space in our closets or taking up our coins. And honestly, this is the exception. Depending on where you're shopping, and you will know, places like TJ Maxx, Ross Home Goods, I feel like I mention them every video, but yes, places like them, if you see an item that you're not too sure about and they're not far from your home, just go ahead and get it. Go ahead and get it, because sometimes it takes seeing an item in your house, in your own natural light, to just get a better idea. It's better that you get that item, see if you like it or not, sit on it for a couple days and return it, than to not get it, be thinking about it, go back and you can't find it anywhere. So this is where I kind of let an impulse buy fly. But also, you have to take that initiative to send it back the moment you have doubts, the moment you know it's not going to work for you, the moment it's not doing what it needs to do. Send that back. So there you have it. Those are my shopping tips to make better quality buys and avoid regrets when you're shopping. If you have any tips, make sure you drop them down below because we like to share over here. Let's help each other. If you found any of these tips helpful and you haven't already, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel, and tell a friend to tell a friend, of course. So until I see you guys in my next video, bye guys.